Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the IS Companion. Today, we will explore one of the most influential schools of thought in psychology, Gestalt psychology. Originating in the early 20th century, Gestalt psychology revolutionized our understanding of perception, emphasizing that the whole is more than the sum of its parts. Let's delve into the origins, key principles, contributions, and criticisms of this fascinating psychological perspective. Origins and development. Gestalt psychology emerged in 1912 primarily through the work of Max Wertheimer, often considered the father of Gestalt psychology. Wertheimer's interest in perception led to groundbreaking experiments, such as his study of the phi phenomenon. In this experiment, two lights were alternately turned on and off, leading observers to perceive a single light moving back and forth rather than two separate lights switching. This observation highlighted the Gestalt principle that our perception is holistic and often goes beyond the mere sum of sensory inputs. Key principles and concepts. Gestalt psychology's molar approach. One of the core tenets of Gestalt psychology is its molar approach. Unlike reductionist perspectives that break down psychological phenomena into their smallest components, the molar approach views behavior and perception as unified wholes. This approach is vividly demonstrated in the phi phenomenon, where the perception of motion emerges from the interaction of stimuli rather than their individual presence. Rejection of the machine view. Gestalt psychologists opposed the mechanistic view of the nervous system, which posited a one-to-one correspondence between cortical processes and stimuli. Instead, they proposed a more dynamic and holistic field view. This view suggests that our perception of reality is a close approximation of what is actually present, rather than a direct reflection of discrete stimuli. Principles of perceptual organization. Gestalt psychology is renowned for its principles of perceptual organization, which explain how we structure visual information into coherent forms. These principles include 1. Figure ground. We tend to separate images into a main figure and a background. For example, in a well-known optical illusion, you can see either a vase or two faces in profile, but not both at the same time. 2. Similarity. Objects that are similar in appearance are often perceived as part of the same group. For instance, in a pattern of dots, dots of the same color are seen as belonging together. 3. Proximity. Objects that are close to each other are perceived as a group. This principle is evident in how we perceive clusters of stars as constellations. 4. Continuity. Our minds prefer continuous figures. We are more likely to see a wavy line and a straight line crossing each other as two continuous lines rather than a series of abrupt turns. 5. Closure. We tend to perceive incomplete figures as complete. For example, we can recognize a circle even if it's partially drawn. Law of Pragyanj. Central to Gestalt psychology is the law of Pragyanj, which states that we tend to organize our perceptions in the simplest, most regular, and most symmetrical way possible. This principle underscores the idea that our minds prefer to see the world in an orderly and predictable manner. Insight learning. Gestalt psychology also contributed significantly to our understanding of learning, particularly through the concept of insight learning. Unlike trial and error learning, insight learning involves a sudden realization of a solution to a problem. Wolfgang Kohler's studies with chimpanzees demonstrated this. In his experiments, chimpanzees showed the ability to solve problems by suddenly understanding the relationships between different elements, such as using a stick to reach a banana. Criticisms and limitations. While Gestalt psychology has been highly influential, it has also faced criticism. 1. Descriptive rather than prescriptive. Critics argue that Gestalt psychology is more descriptive than prescriptive. While it explains how we perceive patterns and wholes, it often fails to prescribe how and why we arrive at different perceptions. 2. Lack of empirical support. Some critics point out that the empirical support for the laws of perceptual organization is weak. Although the principles are intuitively appealing, they are sometimes difficult to test and validate rigorously. 3. Simplistic explanations. Gestalt principles are often seen as oversimplifying the complexities of perception. Critics argue that these principles do not adequately account for individual differences in perception and the influence of past experiences. Contributions to psychology. Despite its criticisms, Gestalt psychology has made lasting contributions to the field. 1. Holistic perspective. It introduced a holistic perspective to psychology, emphasizing that our perception and experiences are more than just the sum of their parts. 2. Influence on cognitive psychology. Gestalt principles have profoundly influenced cognitive psychology, particularly in areas related to perception, problem solving, and learning. 3. Applications in therapy and education. Gestalt principles have been applied in therapeutic and educational settings. Gestalt therapy, developed by Fritz Perls, focuses on increasing awareness and understanding of the present moment and integrating all aspects of the self. Conclusion. Gestalt psychology has provided profound insights into how we perceive and make sense of the world. By emphasizing the holistic nature of perception and rejecting reductionist approaches, it has reshaped our understanding of human cognition and behavior. While it has its limitations, the principles of Gestalt psychology continue to influence various fields within psychology and beyond. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to our discussion on how these principles apply to contemporary psychological research and practice. Follow us on YouTube, www.youtube.com/iscompanion.